Kevin BAXTER Last updated 13:05 the 6th of October 2018 RUV. Iceland coach Heimir Hallgrimsson delayed the team's departure to Russia after putting his bag on the wrong bus. Getty Images Iceland football manager Heimir Hallgrimsson put his bag on the wrong bus when going to the airport to leave for Russia. Getty Images Iceland celebrate beating England at Euro 2016. LIVESEY, Getty Images. The thunderclap is a tradition of Iceland football fans. Football Iceland's football fairy tale in the 2018 FIFA World Cup has a comic start to its finals leg after manager Heimir Hallgrimsson delayed the team's departure for tournament host Russia when he put his bag on the wrong bus. "I was trying to help things along thick but put my bag on the wrong bus," Hallgrimsson said, explaining his bag ended up in the western Iceland town of Arkanes rather than at the Reykjavik airport. An expert manager, Hallgrimsson turned the bag faux pas into a morale booster at the airport with a round of coffees and a coach's joke as they waited for the bag. "This is our mistake for the trip, and at least the kit manager got a good laugh out of it," he said. The team, now in Russia, gained automatic qualification through Europe, no mean feat for the small island nation of some 350,000 people and now ranked world number 22 in football. Even Disney couldn't have written Iceland's World Cup story better. Read more, *Russia 2018 team profile, Iceland *Russia 2018 team profiles Neymar back for final Brazil warm-up in Sarada, I know Stri Ragazzi della KSI, Nats Band Islands, T dal Commissario Tecnico Heimir Hallgrimsson sono arrivati a Gelenzik, Seat del Quartier Generale. https://t.co/last3bwl3sx, atlanticfootball.it, at Red Azioni, June 9, 2018 Start with a country that's buried in ice and snow for more than half the year, one with fewer people than Anaheim and a soccer league long more amateur than professional. From that, pulled together a national team managed by a part-time dentist and driven by potential no one outside the locker room could see, then watch it become the smallest nation ever to qualify for a World Cup. There's just one problem with that narrative, like Cinderella, it's a fairy tale, albeit one the team has gone along with because, well, it's made Iceland the tournament's lovable underdog. "Let's keep it that way," Hallgrimsson, the dentist-turned-coach, said with a smile. "I think everybody will support Iceland in Russia. Everybody will be on our side, maybe. But if they've come to cheer the World Cup's version of Leicester City, a scrappy team of true believers who are far better collectively than individually, then they're cheering the romance more than the reality." Add feedback because Iceland didn't get here overnight, nearly winning an invite to soccer's biggest party 4 years ago, then proving that wasn't a fluke by drawing Portugal and beating England to reach the quarter-finals of the 2016 Euros. "We can never go back on saying, oh, we're too small to go to the World Cup or, we're too small to get the Euros because we've done it," said midfielder Aron Gunnarsson, the team's captain. "And once you do it together, anything is possible in football. You don't get tired of the questions. It's how it is. We know where we stand. We know what we are. You have to earn the right to play football. And that's what we are doing at the moment, with a population of 350,000 spread over an area about the size of Kentucky. Iceland, a volcanic rock rising from the frigid waters of the North Atlantic, is the most sparsely populated country in Europe. And its national sport is team handball. Iceland finished second in the 2008 Olympic tournament, not soccer. But that may be changing. In a World Cup cycle in which well-funded and well-organized programs in Italy, the Netherlands and the US failed to find their way to Russia, Iceland got there through planning, perseverance and faith. The planning started more than 2 decades ago, when officials from the National Soccer Federation visited a Norwegian training center just inside the Arctic Circle. There, Norway has been able to develop several players good enough to compete in top European leagues, so Iceland copied the model, working with local officials to build indoor soccer complexes across the country. It also overhauled its coaching programs and by 2011, Iceland was one of 8 countries to qualify for Europe's U21 championships. 7 players from that team, including Gunnarsson, will be on Iceland's roster in Russia. Convinced it was headed in the right direction, Iceland turned its national team over to Swedish coach Lars Lagerbäck and hired Hallgrimsson, a small-town dentist and former women's coach, as his assistant. The pair nearly got Iceland into the 2014 World Cup, losing a 2-leg playoff to Croatia for the final spot in Brazil. 2 years later, its stunning Euro run captured imaginations both at home. Its quarter-final with France was watched on TV by 99.8% of Icelanders, and abroad, where the Viking clap became as ubiquitous as the wave. After the tournament, Lagerbäck stepped down, turning the team over to Hallgrimsson full-time. Now, just 2 players on Iceland's roster still play in the country's domestic league. The rest are spread across the continent with first division teams in England, Italy, the Netherlands, Belgium, Russia, Germany, Denmark, Bulgaria, Norway and Sweden. But if Iceland has come a long way in a short time, the best measure of its progress could come in its World Cup opener, where it will face Lionel Messi and Argentina in Moscow. When the draw was announced last winter, Hallgrimsson welcomed the match, calling it a little bit of a romantic feeling to play Argentina in the first game. Neither he nor his players have changed their mind since, because while fairy tales are nice, sometimes reality is even better. And if Iceland is truly going to make its mark in Russia, it might as well start with the first game. We go into the competition with the belief that we deserve to be there, like anyone else. Why should we think something else? Hallgrimsson said. We have belief in ourselves. We know what we are about. And that's the strength of the squad. They know exactly what we're about. We're not trying to be something else. And in the end that will be our strength. Los Angeles Times.